So we have something called the VDM launch list for new luxury consultants. And this is being done, actually originally dropped by one of our regional ambassadors, actually two of our regional ambassadors, Leo Scaler and Maria Gederi. I don't know who started first, but we dropped that, and I let you have simplified version. So I just simplified it, and if you'd like to have a copy, please let me know. What I'm going to show you right now is the one that I created. Actually, I should say I modified it based on that version. So here we have the launch checklist for the new luxury consultants. I got quite a few questions and inquiries, and they came to me and saying, Sherry, what do I do next? How do I train my people? And which good thing, you know, I like to have this kind of inquiries because that means you are very serious about your business and you're serious about other people's success. So if you do have anything that you'd like to add to it, or you have any questions that you'd like to add, please come to me and let's talk about it. So first of all, let me go through the list first, okay? And then I see Glenn's hands up, and I'm going to unmute you in a second after I talk about these 10 items on the list. So first of all, when someone joins your business, I would highly encourage you to get your My 5 list to, you know, connect with your new LC. So if you enroll someone new to the business, make sure you connect your new luxury consultant with your My 5. As we always talk about, our culture is no member left behind. We want everyone to get supported. So if there's any chance you are not available for your new LC, you have your My 5 to become on. And your My 5 are the ones who are qualified upfront. Means they are either diplomat or ambassador or regional ambassador, or I would even add to here is that they are very dedicated luxury consultants. They're always there for you, as you can see. So get your My 5 list from your enroller and constantly in communication with your My 5 is very important. Okay? And then for the second analysis is to get your back office, visit your back office and watch the back office training videos. As we know, let me see if I can open, let me open our back office here. So I want to make sure that everyone knows where the training videos are. I see if you are serious about your business, you should already watch the Live Your Dreams video. So let's get to Chloe's back office, which is my daughter's back office. So I can show you as a new member and where you can go to see your the training video. So all the tools and resources are listed right here. It's a very clear-cut back office right here. So first of all, of course, you can get a lot of information from business in the file, but the training videos are also here, right? Right, the training videos, as you can see. When you open it, there are like 6 of them, business training and then business foundations, and the product training by Jeanette Kuhlman, and also trade show, how you set up successful trade show from Jeanette Kuhlman, and all that are here. And we are going to have a lot of more training videos come on board very soon. As some of you participated in the Leadership Summit, we are asking the leaders participating and do the training video for, for different topics, and each of them will be 5 minutes or less. So this is the training video part we talked about. And get fast start training on Tuesday night or with one of your My 5. So that's an easy one, and we know every Tuesday night at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have the fast start training with one of our leaders in the company. And number 4 is order your free product at a BIV if you start with as a silver valve, because you start with a retailer, you don't get any products, okay? But with a silver above, you have the $500 worth of products, and if you start with diamond or gold or any other package, you have additional products from your member. You can mix and match whatever you like, with the points that you have. So make sure you understand that you want to order the products within 30 days, especially the BIV. Otherwise, you will have to pay a $25 admin fee once you lost that link on the BIV. So you want to make sure that your free products are ordered. So if you have any questions, please come to me. And you want to mark your calendar for the next training event in your local area. If you're Toronto, there are a lot of events. The trainings are every single month, and we have the bootcamp training. And I highly encourage you to go back to it every single month. And the more you go, the better you will be, and the better you will be, the better you can learn. And you're able to do the trading, and you're gonna be able to help a lot more people. So you want to plan if you're not in the local area, you want to plan the training through a webinar, and you want to make sure that you spare your time for that. Even you have to take a day off from work. But normally it's on Saturday, so most of you should be okay unless you're working on the weekends. So you want to read and understand the policy and procedure. So let me show you where you can find the policy and procedure, which at every single website web page you can find the policy and procedure at the bottom of the web page here. So click on that. Policy and procedures is also divided in a different sessions. So I would highly encourage you to go through each session and get understanding of it. It's very important for your business and for you to help other people to be successful in their business. So policy and procedures. And 7, you want to create a Facebook account if you don't have one, and join GWT family, and of course the Forensic Networker Nation. And on top of that, once you have a Facebook account, then I can add you to our team chat. So in this case, you can get notified and updated with the information. And number 8, you want to write down your list, and Hotshot 7, and of course the Worm 250. Follow the system and use the approach script, which I'm going to share with you what other script I'm talking about. We have a script that I actually recently sent to our team already. But if you don't have it, please come to approach me on Facebook and leave me a message saying I want this approach. I can send it over to you. So there are approach script for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 scripts for you to get familiar and practice and use the one that you really like to use and that thinks to you, to use the script to approach the people that you need to that on your list. And of course, you can always add people to the list. The most important thing is your Hotshot 7. You really want to make sure that those are the people that you really, really like to join your team first. And then of course, you go to the rest of 250. And this script is going to help you to approach, but a lot of people, when I first started, there's no script. That's nothing I use. I just holding people. I didn't tell people much, and all I say is, I got something very special. I really want you to come to take a look. I didn't explain the whole company over the phone. I didn't explain the whole business over the phone. I just invite people to come to see me. And that's really one of the key things to do too. So, depends on how familiar with the people. Of course, we talk about you need to build like and trust, and you need to build like and trust, and that's very important before you even do make an approach. But get familiar with script, and that's going to help you when people ask you, what do you do? Well, when people ask you, what's up with you lately? Well, when people come to you and they say, oh, I'm so tired with my jobs and all that, you can pull one of the script here and they say, well, lately I'm getting paid to wear designer jewelry. And what you saying, you can tell people, I help people launch designer malls all around the world. Or you can tell this person, I have a business idea that I can help you, or I've been meaning to talk to you all about it. So once you be clear be familiar with the script and you practice the script, then you can really make it very natural. Okay. So write down your list and of course the hotshot 7 and the warm 250 and use the script. It's going to help your business tremendously. And book your first branding party with one of your My 5 team. Most of you actually should have one of your My 5 team in your local area. So make sure you do that. And call your list and book appointment with your My 5. What do we mean that is you want to do three-way calls, and once you get through the list, and if they have any questions you don't know how to answer, you do not have to answer any question. You can do three-way calls. You can to book that appointment. You can do once you talk call the people who have some interest, let me check if if Alice is available, or if Laura is available. Let me check if Tammy or Chris is available, and let you don't do the when you first join the business, you do not want to get to burn your list and just do all the presentation, do everything yourself. You want to get your support from one of your My 5, which is very important. You want to give them the feeling that you are supported by a team of people. You are not alone. And make sure that you do leverage other people's effort. In this business, you are in the business for yourself, but not by yourself. Always remember that you are in the business that you have a team to work with. You always want to leverage other people's effort. Like for me, I love this business because I can leverage your effort, and I never know. I never met with Brian, Mr. Africa, if I don't know Chris, and if I don't know Chris, and then Chris actually introduced someone who introduced someone who introduced someone who introduced Mr. Africa, Brian Arundel, to the business, and now we have a huge team because Mr. Africa. And this is the business about leverage. You leverage other people's effort, and other people leverage your effort. And in this case, Brian is not in the business alone. Brian is in the business with us all together. So whenever he needs something, and he can come to me and talk to me, and I'll be there to support him and to help him, and to answer the questions he may not be able to answer to the team, but of course he's now very familiar. He'll be able to answer all the questions. However, he can still come to me because and he's showing the people that I have a team to back me up. You are not only connecting with me, but you can connect me with my upline and with my team who's there for me. So make sure that you always have someone there for you is important. So this is our launch checklist. Let me see if I can. I'm going to unmute Glenn because Glenn has his hand up for a little bit. Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Sherry. How are you?
Very good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I think you should put as number one, actually, which is extremely important, which would be to wear the products, because I've been in the business long enough that some people, when they get started, they almost forget that they need to be a product of the product. Regardless if you do all the stuff on your checklist here, if you're not wearing the product, in my opinion, you're wasting your time, because in order for people to get interested in the product and the business, you have to be wearing the product. There's no other way to do it, right?
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. So probably we have to put it as a number 5 because they have to order the product before they wear it.
Well, of course. I mean, either one, or it doesn't really matter the number, but I don't know if you can put it in bold or capitals, but wear the product all the time as much as possible. And I bring this point up because I used to have a team member that she really liked the products, but it was always in the trunk of her car. She was never wearing it. So she was always raving about the products, and the showroom is wonderful and all that, but it took her about 8 months to actually wear the product. After me bugging her, she finally started wearing the products. But it's for us, it's so simple because we have a product that we wear all the time and people can see it. It's not like skincare. You have to figure out how to talk to people. That I find, I guess people forget that when you wear the product, people generally speaking will notice and will comment and come to you, instead of us trying to come up with script or trying to figure a way of bringing the products into the conversation somehow. People are naturally drawn to the products, right? So if you're not wearing it, you are disabling yourself, if you will.
Absolutely agree, and I put the number 5 after you order the product, you gotta wear the product. So that's great. Thank you so much, Glenn, for that. It's a good point to add. Anyone else has anything like to add here on the checklist? We don't want to have a long checklist, but the important things that Glenn just mentioned, I think is very useful for our business. So, if you have anything to add, or if you don't have anything at the moment, that's fine. But if you have anything to add, please, Facebook message me, and I'm going to add this list, and I'm going to send over to every one of you. So this is the launch checklist. As I also talked about, we talked about the script a little bit. So I'm going to show you the script. Some of you have already received it, I believe, and if not, please Facebook message me, and I'm going to, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it easier. I'm going to post these 2 documents on the Facebook message board over there. Let me see, did I start hand up? No. Glenn, you have your hands up again?
Yeah, sorry. One thing that you may want to put in this approach script, which I think is very important as well, is that it's missing fairy in there. I noticed that you don't mention it there. For me, when I'm networking or whatever, I'm saying fairy as much as I can, and especially things like 21 karat gold, posh, whatever it is. The thing is, for me, is when you leave out the name of the product or the company or whatever else, in my opinion, you're doing a big disservice, because Sanaz has spent so much energy and time and money developing the brand. Then when you leave it out, it's kind of like, yes, it's good that you're leaving people with kind of what is it? You don't want to tell too much. But in my opinion, that's one of the most important things that you should say. I mean, the designer brand is called Fairy. To leave it out, you're kind of like not giving I don't know, the respect to the business that you should.
So what you say in the script number 1, you would say I'm with a Canadian designer brand.
So this is what I would say. I would say I'm with a Canadian designer brand called Fairy.
Okay.
Right, and we're on a huge branding campaign right now.
Like this?
Yeah, exactly. So you can do something like this. You can also say the product line includes jewelry for men and women, luxury goods, things like that.
Well, I'll keep it as simple as possible because you can add whatever you like, but keep it as simple because people can practice and make it easy for people to remember too.
Yeah,
so, yeah. So this is something like these scripts are good when you are going to actually this script number 1. I would say even good for you to go to a networking event if you got your 30-sec approach at the event and talk about it. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Especially all our products say Fairy on it, right? So you know, to me, you might as well say Fairy as much as you can so people know the name.
In California, I do that all the time. In Toronto, I don't know how people do it now because I left there for too long. Okay. But you know, it's a good point. Thank you.
Yeah.
So great. These are the scripts, and I mean the script is designed for you to help you to talk to people. And there are a lot of people come to me. What do I say when people ask me what to do? And what I say when people you know, come to me and you know. So this is a very good way for you to practice. And when you be familiar with all these 13 scripts, you're going to be really good at your business. And you're going to be very smooth. You know, the one thing is you don't want to sound like a robot. You don't want to sound like, oh, you are just you know, memorizing it. But you want to sound very natural. So what you need to do is you need to really practice. You need to practice in front of a mirror. You want to practice in front of your husband or your wife or your kids or anyone that you know. And until they say, oh, okay, it sounds very, very, very natural for me. So then you can, when you go to a networking event, or when you even go to grocery shopping and you met a cashier or someone, and when people ask, okay, what do you do? And you know, when you have that conversation after you build strong like and trust, then you say it with your enthusiasm. You say it with your energy. You really want to show people you have good energy about this brand and this thing and this business. So, you know, practice, practice, practice. That's the key in this business. And you want to be really good at what you do. First of all, practice the script. So if you have any, I'm going to send this on a Facebook chat. And if you have any questions, or if you have any suggestions, if you have any script that you use that's very useful, and please share that with us. So the next thing, actually, what I like to do is I like to bring up a lady, and I heard her name many, many times from many people. She's very new to the business, very, very new to the business, but she's very inspirational to, and I heard from, and you know, from Alice and from Chris, and you know, they were telling me how good this lady is, and how, you know, she has a great story. She actually was recognized on the Net of Stars last month, and she was almost actually being qualified for the. She actually qualified for the month for Net of Stars this month, but the submission was a little bit too late on the day of the Net of Stars, so we didn't put your name in, but I'm really glad that you are on this call tonight, and I'd like to hear about your story, and I'd like you to share with us your excitement and what is your why that you're doing the business. So Amy, hello Amy Ma. Hi Amy, I unmute you on my end. Can you see? Can you try to talk? I cannot hear you. Hi Amy. So I unmute you on your end and see if you can talk, and I would love to hear your own voice. Or if not, then please type in on the chat and see if I can share on your behalf. In the meantime, I will unmute Alice Cole. And Alice, are you there? Hello, Alice. You mute on your side, and if you can unmute on your end, then I can hear you. I can hear your voice, but you're muted on your side. I can see that. So, well, I cannot wait to hear from Amy, but I think she doesn't have a mic to talk at this moment. So we will have to prepare for next time, because I'm just bring her up at a surprise. But I really heard a lot of things about you, Amy. I really like to hear from you. So if you can, get your mic working, and we can all hear your story. I know you have very inspiring story here. In the meantime, I'd like to go back to the other stuff that I actually like to talk about today. Something is wrong with my computer. Hold on 1 sec. I got too many things running, I guess. So I'd like to talk about the $300 gift certificate, plus what we also talked about. Plus we also talked about the Live Your Dreams video. I believe many of you already heard about Live Your Dreams video, and many of you already, share with the people, your prospects. And Live Your Dreams video is extremely, extremely powerful, and I'm so excited about it. The company invests a lot of money to get this video done, and this script was written by our CEO last year, and I believe, what was last year? Brian, if you remember, I think we talked about early last year, and Brian was actually one of the first few people that was in the room to do the recording. And this is almost a year production to have 16 minutes video for us to share with the world. And if we don't use this script, if we don't use this to approach our business, we lost something here. So we have to use it. We really need to use it, and it's a great tool. Let me actually play a little bit at this moment. I believe some of you haven't even seen it yet. I see it like when it started, when this video was launched I believe was last Tuesday, I was I watched it almost for almost whole day on this video, and there are so many ways for us to share, and there are so many ways for us to talk about it. We need to master what we do, and I like to have some of our leaders actually share the video, share with us how you use this video to your advantage. And we have my super upline here, Emily Riga. I know you are also very excited about this video, and share with us. Hello, Emily.
Yes, I am here, Cherry.
Hi. You know, Anani, I like to hear some of your excitements, and I really appreciate that you join our call on a regular basis. And I like to hear from you how you share this video with your prospect, and how you use that $300 gift certificates on top of that. You know, give us some ideas and how you do it.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Cherry. Yeah, well, you know, as you know, all know, I'm sure everybody has seen it, like this is a really amazing promotional tool we have for the company, for products, for business. So when it came out, like, you know, what I have done so far, like I have sent to many people just to follow up with them, those who I haven't been able to get hold of on the phone or whatever other way. So I've been just kind of emailing with the links, you know, to this because, you know, if anybody starts to look at this, I'm sure they can't stop before they have seen it to the end. And if they have seen it to the end, it certainly, in my opinion, can create lots of, like, you know, new excitement and hopefully, like, you know, take another look at this business. So that's what I've been doing, like just sending follow-up emails, and even for some new people actually who I've just recently been able to connect, that's what I've been sending them instead of all the other emails. Like I used to send lots of like a fashion show, the last fashion show email. Now like sometimes I send that too, but I've been using this one because I think it's very powerful tool, and it's probably many other ways it could be used. I don't know what others have done, but that's what I have done with this so far.
Mm-hmm. So you mean promote it on through email?
Through the emails, yeah. Like I've been kind of like following up with people, and you know, including this link, this video link to my email, like you know that you know lots has happening in a company, and look where we are, and take another look. You know, whatever text I have added, but you know, that's what I've been doing, just sending this email as a, you know, I think it's, I feel it's a very powerful video because, you know, there is lots of information and it's beautifully professionally done. So I am very proud, you know, to send it out. Yeah. I don't know what other people are doing it. Like, of course, you know, it's on my Facebook page, and I've been, you know, posting and kind of doing this link out everywhere, but I don't know, what have you done with it?
Well, I have been promoting on social media a lot, and a lot of you actually already see on my social media, especially on the Facebook. What I did is I copied and I did copy. I chopped all the important to me, I think it's important things. What I do is I went to the YouTube page, right? So I'm not doing from the website, but I did from YouTube page. And when I lodge it, if I see something that's really good, I really like to use. For example, the picture came out with Sanaz and Jag, and you know, and what I did is I paused it and I copy and I print a screen and I posted a lot of pictures because I'm using it and promote it on Facebook a lot. But you got a really good point. Follow up with your prospects who are already in the who already started business before, like maybe a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years or 5 years ago. And our company is so different now. And I would highly recommend you follow up with a phone call after you send an email to remind people, send you an email to do the follow up with you. And if you like to you know, learn more about it, if you are interested, I would love to grab a coffee with you or have a chat with you, and let's talk about the business again.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's a great point, you know, to follow up now, because there is real reason, for the next conversation, like, have you received my email? Did you have a time to take a look? Let's talk again. Absolutely, yeah.
Great. So thank you, Annalise, and okay. Let's also let me bring my business partner, Mr. Africa, Brian Arundel, and Brian. You built a strong organization, and I know you are building another side of your business with another Africa country. So you are the official Mr. Africa here, and let's hear from you, Brian. What's your approach, and how you use the new tool that we just got, and the Live Your Dream video, and you have many things in that. That's actually even one of the plus for you here too. You can show people I'm one of the actors here. So, Brian, what is your what's your strategy for you to use the new $300 and the Live Your Dream video?
Hi, Sherry, and thank you very much for hosting the call, as always. Phenomenal call.
Okay. Thank you.
So basically, for me, the minute the actual Live Your Dreams video came out, I actually started sending it out to all of the people that I've connected to in the business, as in current people as well as past people, because it's always great to use additional information or different all the new tools that come out, just to open up a new dialogue with your past prospects. As Ramin always says, he talks about infinite follow-up, and until they tell you no and they're not interested, then you want to have ways to reopen the conversation. And so I sent it out to all of everyone who I've had sort of on my prospect list who either have had me in a holding pattern, or they're thinking about it, or they've promised to join but they haven't yet. And then that gives me another way to call them back. So typically when I call them back, I use the exact same, I guess, phrase as I do with the survey. And I just ask them, did you have a chance, you looked at the video? Yes, yes, yes. What did you like best about the video? Because again, I want it to be a conversation, two-way, and I want to hear from them what they like best about it, because then it opens up an area for us to talk about how, maybe the things that they like can actually help them to, better their current financial situation. I think that the second thing in regards to the actual $300 gift certificate, I think being at the summit with Ramin, I'm using his actual script regarding that. That basically they're getting $600 of product for $300. So whenever I talk to anyone about it, I say, listen, part of our marketing strategy is we want people to get a chance to try our product. So, imagine being able to, you can buy basically a $600 piece for $300. Everyone sees that as a huge benefit, right? They're not looking at what they're spending necessarily, because we said, okay, you're going to get a $300 gift certificate, but to get the $300 gift certificate, you got to spend, buy a $600 item. I'm actually shifting it, saying basically they're getting a $600 item for a $300 for spending $300. So people are saying, so it's a little bit of you're saying the exact same thing, but the way that you say it is a little bit differently. And I think the response is definitely a lot different, because again, people sort of love to get more for less. They like to get the value for their money, as opposed to in the other certain way. A lot of times they feel like they're being forced to spend something, and they're not necessarily focused on what they're getting out of it in terms of $600 for spending $300.
So your approach will be you can get a $600 item for only $300.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And then so when they're looking at that, it's they're looking at the product now. They're thinking, okay, what can I get for $300? So and they're looking at the product, and I think again it's a little bit different because it creates that intrigue. And listen, everything that I've always done relative to the business has always been about creating curiosity, and that's why. As long as you can create that curiosity, and it's about driving traffic to your website, having more people look at it, having more people sort of engage in, reviewing, the information or reviewing your website. And the more people you have look at your website, the more people you have a conversation with, the numbers, will ultimately be in your favor because, more people look at it, the more people are going to be interested.
Absolutely. Very good point. Very good point. Thank you so much, Brian. So I also have Laura Bastion, and she actually is on her way to be Mrs. Africa. I know she's helping a lot of people in Africa building the business right now. And so Brian's got a competition. But I think it's a friendly competition. Africa is really, really, really big. So this is Africa, and let's even though you guys not a couple, but I know you guys all have a good market share in Africa. So Laura, are you there? Laura, would you please unmute yourself?
Sure.
Hi.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Okay, Laura. I'd like to. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you. I can hear you, but you need to speak a little bit louder because you are not as loud as Brian somehow.
Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Better.
Okay. Actually, everything that Brian was saying, I was nodding. I was nodding along with it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, because the way when people say people like exactly how he said it. That's. I actually posted that on CDSA because some people they say, oh yeah, but you have to spend $300. You have to buy $600. That's not really like they're buying for $600. They're actually getting $600 for $300. So when you say like buy 300 get 300 is perfect, or like you said, get $600 for the product for 300. So like everything Brian's in the because it's like Ramin said, depending on we have to promote this properly, and the way you word it is very important. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I always say, and this is a $600 item. Even some people say, oh, $600 item is a lot, it's a quite a big item, but if it's for special occasion, it's not. Right, so it's also how you use it, and what depends on what you use for. And if if this is your someone's birthday or someone's anniversary or someone's if it's Valentine's Day, you want to get something really nice. You got a huge deal right here. So using the properties is very important. So thank you for that. And what do you think about?
Sherry?
Yes,
Sherry?
Go ahead.
Well,
yes.
Brian is online. I just want to make sure I was watching the video. It makes me smile because Brian was smiling the whole time he was taking the video.
I know. I like that. I like that. Yes, I noticed that myself too. Yeah, he's most of the time he's a very serious guy. I know what you mean. So. All right, Laura, since we have you here, one more thing: how you use the Live Your Dream video? How you like how you use it for your prospects, and is any strategy you use it in a different ways, other than what Annalie and Brian shared?
No, that's pretty much the same. Like they said, it starts a conversation because I have an LC actually that is it's kind of very maybe too aggressive to his prospect, because as soon as he started a three-way. So I actually shared with him. I said I have LC before that quit for 4 years, and I'm just showing them. Just keep them updated of what is going on now. I said utilize the LYD video because it is really good. And like Brian said, it creates a conversation. Which part of the video you like? You know, it's like it's all a whole new ball game. But, yeah, because I think he's too, like I was just about to recover one of his LC. And then I think he started talking to the LC and boom, it turned off, because I think the more you push, the more they pull. So I told him, I tried to advise him not to do that. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you so much. Great. So I think, let me see, this is, we do have another webinar that I know Laura and Alice and Brian, we need to join that call, the CDSE and of course Annalie, we have to join the other call in the next few minutes. So thank you so much everyone to be on this call. If you do have any questions or any requests or have anything that you need, please send me a message or call me directly, and I'm always here for you. And I will see you next week at the same time, and let's continue the conversation. I like how this flow, and you know, this business is not only me. It's this team night is for you. It's for all of us, and we're gonna have the mastermind going, and I hope everyone learned something here. I hope everyone gets some points and share with use the new tool, use the new video, use the new $300 use everything new to share with everyone that you know. And I look forward to hear from Amy Mark and next week. And I know you have great story to tell. And Amy, actually, you have your hands up, and you try to, if you can share with us now, would be great. But you are muted on your end. I cannot hear you. Hello, Amy. Okay. I think something with your mic here. I cannot really hear you, but hopefully next week, if you need, you can call in, and we'd love to hear from you next week on a team night. Okay? Thank you very much, everyone, to be on this call, and I'll see you next week at the same time. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Sherry. Have a nice evening.